horizontally. Everything is covered in celotex. You told me you'd leave space. You think when I'm doing it, I'm literally this close to just, no, you've made my life. Yo, welcome back, it's Nicholas here and Adam is here. We're a loft conversion. I'll get straight to the point. We put those cables in for this a couple of weeks ago, months ago actually. Guys come in and celotex it and also boarded it. Moved loads of our cables, hidden them. We did come back an interval to double check stuff. We corrected quite a lot of the stuff just because we weren't sure. We've not worked with this guy before. And yeah, we're missing a cable there. On top of it, they wanted an extractor fan putting in, which we didn't know about, which wasn't on the drawings, which is fine. And they've run an isolator in there. They've run the cable here, but the problem with the cable being here is our cable is just a live and switch live and no neutral. And the cable here wants a neutral to go to the ISO to then go to the extractor. And this has just been painted and plastered. So we've got to sort that out a little bit. Yeah, that's that. A socket was meant to be in here and not there because we were told to put them on the edges there and there. The beds go in there. We need a socket here. This is all going to be drawers. There's two sockets there, so that's another one to the plan. But we'll get set up. We've got boxes of stuff. Click mode, we're going to be cutting out some fast fix stuff with levels, downlights to go in, because when we turned up, none of these, we sort of put them in line the other week, because when the guy came, this one was here, that one was there, that one was there, and that one was like here. So we fixed that problem. At least we can get the laser up and give it a go. Right, so I've had an idea. I've been on the phone to the guy who got the job off. He didn't do any of this plaster work, so it's not his fault. I'm going to have a crack at just trying to find out in a second. We've got some sockets on. Adam's Wago boxed these off because there's drawers going in there now. I can't remember if I said that earlier. But plan with this. I need a neutral to the switch, and this is all getting tiled. We have the mirror feed here, which is a permanent feed from here. I've cut all these and put them in downlights and loads of stuff. But I can do a channel all the way around within regs. Some people don't seem to understand what cable zones are in my comment section sometimes. You can go horizontally, 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 and vertically from an outlet. Just, you can. Go and look on the on-site guide or in the regs book, you can. So I can physically bring permanent live across here and down to the light switch. This is all getting tiled and it's all the cables will be in 50mm of the wall. So realistically, and it's got an RCD on it as well, which is completely allowed, which will solve the problem of that, having a neutral here, put some downlights in. The thing is with these downlights as well, because we're very limited to what we could put in for lighting, that's downlight, it's going to be pointing completely here. There's a bath that's going in here. Thank God I don't have to have a bath in it because I would physically die. I wouldn't be able to get out of it. Adam's now on socket duty because I've knelt down for 2 sockets. Not doing it again, back to alerts. So I'll cut this out, see if we can find it. I've gone back through pictures, cannot see where I put the cable. I'm 99% sure I dropped it here. We'll get this cut out. I was going to sharpen all my multi-tool blades as well, and some idiot left his angle grind at home. I've just used the multi-tool. I haven't had a look yet. We can do it together. Oh. Is there a cable? There's a bit of pushback. Excuse me. I've done a silly thing. I've crammed my hand in the hole. That's right, I'm recording, mate. I crammed my hand in the hole and so far, nothing. I'm actually touching that. I don't know why I thought you'd be able to see it. Nothing so far. I can get my fingers into this void here. No cable. A lot of framework. Definitely not going to be able to get my hand back out. I'll be stuck here forever. Guess what, guys?
Record you.
No, I got it. Bit of POV action.
I'm going to push it back in.
Don't you dare.
I nearly said something then.
I nearly said something then as well. Right.
It's something, wait, what?
Vile. He's here. Don't know why it comes from the right. Right, beautiful. So that's our switch for these. 2 downlights to go in here. I'm going to get the laser out, get that measured, and then we're going to have a go at the Pro Fit whole saw set. Right, I've just had to go with the Pro Fit stuff, which you might have seen a few videos back. Decent. But I'm not even, I'm sick of doing things like this and having to, like, this job should be so simple to fit a downlight. But no, we'll cover everything in celotex. You told me you'd leave space. We've got celotex everywhere. And the worst thing about this is these ones, where we didn't really have much room or place to put it because we were scared of putting a joint box in the ceiling and not being able to find it because stuff would have been moved. But we'll do it afterwards and we'll poke it up and then we'll bring the downlight down. So it's always been accessible. So if you pull on it, pull the downlight out, the box will come out and you can access everything and test it, do whatever you want to do. But now everything is covered in celotex. Trying to now do this is going to take me about an hour per downlight. Just like, it completely makes me not want to work with builders, because no matter what you say to the person to make everyone's life easier, they seem to do the complete opposite and ignore you. But my price is to stay the same because it's a price job, it's not per hour. Just really gets on my... Right, that's in. Half an hour to do one. Let's scuff that. The brickwork, it's chipped out the plaster, which I'm gonna have to repair. Like, what? And that is one cable coming out. You think when I'm doing it, I'm literally this close to just, no, you made my life way harder than it should have to been if we'd all worked together. I'm vexed, Adam. I'm vexed. Oh, I can't, honestly. Right. Got them through. What I'm doing, I'll cut these flat. I marked it further on, so when they hang, that rat will hang outside the wigger box. So if anyone ever has to play with it or have a look at it, see what's what. We've labelled it up already, so it'd be quite easy to identify. I'll lock them off, I'll make them off, I'll put them in the box, and I'll run through the lights that we're fitting today, because there's something slightly different. They are Megalux from my local wholesaler. This is power, so all the stuff for big rewires, boards and everything we always get from Expert Electrical, which you guys know, which we have a discount code, which is Bundy 10. Help yourself, get 10% off anything you buy from there. But occasionally when we need the bits and bobs, or I need to pick things up quickly the same day, nip into Power Electrical, which we did the money comparison between the wholesalers around Stafford. Don't talk about that because people get offended apparently. They come out really well on top, and they supply Megalux downlights, which are these ones. These lights are sort of on the competitive side of the spectrum. They do what they say on the tin. GU10s go inside it like that. They'll come with different bezels, so if you're in and around Stafford or Stoke area, around my area, need some downlights, go and check out Power and Megalux, because we're fitting quite a few at the moment and I quite like them. Right, so that's what I mean. So that's up like that. In theory, if you want to go completely to regulations, it needs to be fixed to something. But for something like this, where there's no access to a loft and you've got to do a connection, to me this is the best option. So we'll just stick all that up, put the bulb in, and then we're going to get some lunch. Calm down a bit. Probably punch Adam. What? Right, so it's taking me possibly 3 hours to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights.
And you still got a smoke alarm.
I've still got a smoke alarm to do. 5 lights. I had some lunch, calm down a little bit. I was just getting, you know when you're annoyed and then anything little that happens, you get more annoyed and it builds to the point where you're like, that's it, I'm going home. No, it's like the Grinch. That's it, I'm not going. You've not watched the Grinch. You watched it? You know what I'm on about? Loads. Have you? Favourite film? What's best Christmas film? Go.
Definitely not Marley and Me or whatever.
What? Where did that come from?
Because like, in school they always used to make us watch that in English. Because you had to like write about it. It was like the worst thing ever.
Ad, say something more interesting. People are listening. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ad, what's your favourite Christmas film?
Grinch. Yeah.
Builders trying to put celotex in everywhere. I get it, but we need room to put downlights in. Other than that, don't let us put downlights. Don't say the customer wants downlights, then celotex everything and put fabric on top of it and move all the cables around and not put them back in the same place. And we've done a wiring diagram and taken pictures, and you still move them out of the way. I don't know, I'm getting angry again, mate. Anyway, like, subscribe, guys. Oh, also, I hit 70,000 subscribers last night, so thank you all for subscribing and enjoy it. Just tell your friends. We'll get another 30 on board. We'll get a plaque. We'll have a great Christmas. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Bye.